CigarChick.com. I'm here at Cigar I for the Xikar HC event with Keppel, who is the owner of Xikar Accessories and HC Cigars. Thank you for being with us today.
Well, no, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, and thank you for introducing me to your audience.
Oh, absolutely. You know, it's funny, I've been hearing such great things about your cigars. This is the first time I've actually had one.
What do you think?
I have to say, I love the cigar. It kind of meets my palate. I like a very full balanced cigar, good taste, nothing toward the strength overpowers. It's beautifully balanced, great flavors. Earthy, but a little bit of like caramel hint in the back, or I don't know. I love
Wow,
it. So,
what a description.
I love the cigar. So
I'm really delighted to hear you say that because we brought out 3 blends to the marketplace. And each of these blends is targeted specifically to a certain taste. I like to say, for ease of use, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. To a certain taste, always each one well blended, perfectly blended in my opinion, for the time of day or for the activity or for what you've had to eat. So I think what we've got is 3 great blends, 2 of which have been recognized in the trade as in being 90 plus, one's 92, the other one's 91 rated cigars. Now the milder one is not yet rated, but it's frankly just as good.
I've liked everything I've had so far, and I must say, when ratings are in play, I'm always a little cautious. I try to take that out of my mind so I can just experience a cigar by itself.
Right, sure, and that's the right way to go about it.
That's fantastic. I'm happy to see this one.
You know, Teresa, I should mention that the blender of the cigars is Jesus Fuego, who you may know already as one of the great blenders alive today. Grew up in Cuba, went to the University of Havana, ran a factory in Havana, knows cigars, knows blending, well, knows growing, knows the aging process, knows blending, and knows the production of cigars. So not only do you have a great blend, but it performs extremely well. I'm going to guess your cigar drew well, and it was balanced, it was even, just what we want.
I'm looking forward to it, and it's my favorite part. So
Okay.
I'm about to get there right now. But no, this is fantastic. Yeah, what do you, I know you've been doing wonderful accessories. I mean, my scissors are probably the ones I use every single day. I love those tools.
You know, that MTX is what you're referring to. It has a cult following.
Oh, does it?
Oh, it absolutely does. Because, you know, it's scissors, super sharp, but it's sort of, or the multi-tool of the cigar trade.
Yes. Well, I like it because for me, my long fingers are the one tool that I can actually use and not like stumble and act all goofy with.
Well, it's interesting to bring the accessories into the conversation about cigars because when we initially got into cigars, and we intended for a long time to do this, and we were drawn in both by our consumers as well as by the trade, who were, you know, our friends in the cigar side of the trade were talking to us about blends and cigars and why don't you do this, and our customers and consumers were saying the same thing. However, it took us far longer to get into it than perhaps the encouragement suggested, because we're known for the high quality of our products. We're known for our lifetime guarantee. So we couldn't do any cigar. We couldn't just throw something into the marketplace. We couldn't take that risk. We have a brand to protect. We want to support the expertise and the quality of it. We want to be able to say, we guarantee your satisfaction in this cigar just like we do in our accessories. So we really worked hard, number 1, to find a great blender in Jesus Fuego, and then number 2, to get great blends from his palate, his abilities. So
I like to see that too. I'm glad you didn't push anything. And, I mean, honestly, the results speak for themselves. They're fantastic cigars.
well, thank you. I'll tell you this. For example, in what I call breakfast, here we've got a cigar that has tobaccos from 5 countries in it. So it's a very richly and complexly blended cigar, and yet it's a Connecticut shade, so it's mild body. It's got both a sophisticated taste to it as well as an ease of smoke. And then you move into the Criollo, which is a medium body, medium flavor cigar with a very straight profile. It's the same cigar from beginning to end, and frankly, it gives me huge satisfaction to smoke that cigar. Every time I smoke one, I think, okay, I'm going to have another, because I enjoyed it so much. And then finally, you've got the Habano Colorado, which has really become the flagship of the line because of today's cigar smoker's palate, seeking full flavor, full-bodied cigar. And this is exactly that. This cigar has tobaccos from Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and Honduras, principally Nicaragua and Honduras, with a little bit of Costa Rican in it to give it that earthiness that comes from the mountains there. And it starts out spicy, turns rich and creamy in the middle, kind of lulls you into this relaxation point, and then bam, towards the end, hits you with this powerful hit of, wow, pay attention to me because I really am a serious smoker. And in fact, I give that short spiel to every consumer that comes up and asks me about this cigar, and they always come back and say, you know, you were right. In fact, I just had a guy ranting and raving about, God, I couldn't believe it. It's exactly like you said it was. And for me, it's a great pleasure to get that kind of satisfaction and to be in the side of the trade.
Yeah, it's always fun to see the excitement from somebody.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, you know, we're in the business to please consumers, and we take that very seriously to the extent that we, you know, lifetime guarantee, and we want to see the same satisfaction in our cigars.
I've noticed that in your accessories. I mean, every single year you have fantastic new designs coming out, like the new ones. I like the colors you have, the new different patterns.
In the body art collection?
Like for me, I have a strange travel humidor that's yellow.
Yeah.
And it's been impossible for me to find any accessories that would match that. So when your lighters came out, it was perfect.
The new crossover lighter.
So a yellow one that matches.
I love that lighter. And since you mentioned the body art, did you see our newsletter last week?
You know what? I didn't, but I saw them here for the first time. Some of the cigars and the lighters. I've never seen them before.
We introduced the new body art collection at the trade show last August, and last week we launched it officially to our consuming public through our newsletter. Well, we usually have a contest in our newsletter, so for this contest we decided, here's our body art, show us your body art. And the feature of that newsletter, the feature photo, is my partner Scott Olmsberger's body art. He's got a tattoo of our cigar cutter in the middle of his back. And so we invited our consumers to send in their cigar-related tattoos. And we're getting wild and crazy photos. So we like to have fun with what we're doing.
I like that. Are you going to post some of those, or are they public?
Yeah, absolutely we're posting them.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. We're going to collect a few first, and then we'll post them starting probably next week, once we have a few.
So what can we look forward to for Xikar, for accessories or cigars?
Well, you should expect to see more in the way of cutters, more in the way of lighters, more in the way of containers, cases, etc. And you should expect to see some new shapes and sizes in the existing blends, and then a little while afterwards, some new blends.
Fantastic.
So we're pushing ahead.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thanks for stopping.
Thank you. This is Teresa. I'll be talking with you soon. Take care. Bye.